Stop, wait a minute. The way you move that butt, you done got my heart all in it. And I just wanna be with you tonight. Like, please, I'm a player, yeah, but I changed the game.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is CC Scholar here, of course. I haven't made a video in a while and I was like making a promise to myself that I'm gonna get some good content out here on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. You guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Today I have a topic that I want to talk about, and it's gonna be 6 signs that he brings nothing to the table. And it's not just about money. We're gonna hop right into it. It's not just about money, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna hop right into it with number one, with I guess it concerning financial reasons. But number one sign he brings nothing to the table is he cannot do for you financially. If you're like in a crisis or in a need, I understand people go through things and people's money may be funny, but if he can never ever be there for you financially, or not even that he doesn't want to, it's just that he's not on his shit like he's supposed to be, to even if there is like a crisis or a tragedy that happens, he cannot be there for you. And a lot of men have became so dependent on, you know, their women or like their wives to create a better life for them, when a man is supposed to be a provider. A man is supposed to, you know, lay the foundation for their wife, their significant other, whatever, the woman that they have kids by, whatever that may be. He can never be there for you when it comes to those things. You always have to get help from outsiders outside of your relationship, you know, and that really sucks. It's very embarrassing, but I can understand if it comes a time where he can't do it, and you know, you do have to get outside help. I can understand that. But if it's a constant thing, like you can never go to this person if like there's a bill that's due, you can never go to that person if you've had a flat tire or anything. He can never, you know he's not gonna do it, you know, like something's wrong with that. And also if he messes up your finances financially, like, because if you're carrying the weight, if it's only you that's carrying the weight, it's gonna put you in a hole as well financially. So look out for that. Number two is he is emotionally unavailable, and I'll do a deeper video talking about emotionally unavailable men. These are broken men. They have a broken past, may even came from a broken home, may lack the father figure in life. So emotionally unavailable men, they really do like to play mind games. They'll love bomb you, and they'll have you, you know, feeling like the relationship is taking off, and then they'll just they sometimes may ghost you. They sometimes may switch up and act a certain way. Emotionally unavailable men, some of them can be misogynistic men. They're very selfish. They put themselves first. It's all about them. They put themselves first. I wrote some notes down. He hates emotionally unavailable men. He hates being criticized, and it's almost like he's so emotionally unavailable, and he's minimized your emotions so much to the point where you feel like you're even crazy for even pointing out the things that he doesn't do, or how he's not comforting you in a way you need to be comforted. He's not reassuring you in no type of way. It's gonna mess with you. It's gonna make you feel like, okay, I'm gonna speak on it, but I also know that I'm walking into an argument. You don't want to ever feel like with your partner that you can't talk to them, and if you do talk to them, you're basically walking on eggshells, and you're not gonna get out what you really want to say, because you might not want to argue, or you might not want to be looked at as if you're being problematic, you know. And it just can make you feel like, okay, I'm in a relationship, but I'm so lonely. And you're so lonely because this man is very emotionally unavailable, and he may have had he may have had an emotionally unavailable relationship with his mother, you know, and he may say good things about his mother, talks the word about his mother, but he also may have shared things about him and his mother that lets you know that they're not as close as it seems, you know. Also, like, he's a cheater. That's number 3. Cheater. He will never change. He always puts you in these love triangles. He lies about who the girls he's cheating on you with, who they may be. He may lie and say that they're just a friend, and you know, clearly they're not. He's gonna always make you feel small by cheating on you, because if we get cheated on or we get played by somebody, we're gonna feel like, oh, it must be something with us, we're not pretty enough, we don't do enough, like, should I buy some lingerie, do I need to cook? Like, no, like, if it's getting to that point where you're like almost like trying to just go over the top for somebody that you know deep down inside is not going to appreciate, you know, the things that you do for them, because this type of person, like, they are appreciative in a way like, oh, but that's something that you're supposed to do, or that's something that you need to be doing. They're very kind of ungrateful, and I mean, it sucks, but sometimes you have to let these type of men go, especially if they are constantly cheating on you. No, don't nobody want to be out here getting cheated on. Don't nobody want to go through that. You know, it's like really heartbreaking, and then you let them back in, they say they're not gonna do it again. Like I said, they're never gonna change. You let them back in and they do it all over again, because if they know that they've gotten away with this in the past. I mean, if he's cheated like more than 3 or 4 times, I mean, that's them, and they might be good for a couple months, maybe a year, and they go right back to their old ways because they got you right back where they want you. Is that he's very stagnant. So you see yourself progressing in life, but he's still stagnant. And honestly, like, if you're progressing and he's not progressing with you, y'all are not, you know what I'm saying, going through life and getting better things, or even wanting for better things, or even working towards better things, he's going to hold you back. He's going to hold you back on your goals. If you have any business goals, if you have goals to have a, you know, want to create a loving family, he's going to hold you back because he's still emotionally available in some ways. So if he's emotionally available to you, he's going to be emotionally available to your children too, and your kids don't deserve that. So if you are able to see this in this man before you even create kids with him, you know, you might want to have some second thoughts. Also, number 5 is that bring out the ultimate worst in you. Like, they bring out these like crazy emotions in you. They bring out emotions of anger, and they minimize it. They feel like you have no reason to feel like this. You know, as the days go by in this relationship, you get sadder. You feel a lot more lonely than usual. You feel lonelier in the relationship than when you by yourself. Just like the Shanti Foolish song. Like, I understand like what she's saying now, because that song came out when I was like in kindergarten. But like, they bring out the worst in you to where you carry around like all of this anger, and even your family and even your friends are worried about you because they know that you're not being yourself, and they even see how, you know, you're trying to constantly make this person better. You're constantly trying to lighten up the situation, but regardless, it is what it is. I mean, you can only lighten up the situation so much where you're just like, okay, I have to make a change for myself before I let this just, you know, take me down. And the 6th thing is, doesn't bring nothing to the table, but you have this illusion in your mind that he's going to be, because let's face it, like, I've had dudes even in the past, and I'm pretty sure you ladies have too, that was talking some real good game about how they this and how they that and how they gonna be this in life and how they got this and that going, and then you actually get in a relationship and you be like, oh, like, use the fake, like, use a fraud, you counterfeit, you done sold me this dream, want my money back, got my receipt, you know what I'm saying, like, return to sender, like, no, you know what I'm saying, like, you're an imposter, and you're in love with that false potential, and it kind of takes a little time to register, to be like, okay, like, he, even if y'all don't work out and he goes with somebody else, you can tell that you're still in love with that false potential when you're like, dang, like what if he gives this girl that, or what if he finally gets it together, or what if he finally gets that $1 million business he's been talking about and this and that. Well, it's probably most likely going to be a long time before that jumps off, because you can look and see and clearly see that he's still stuck in his same ways. So he up here talking about how he finna do all these big things. It'll probably be a long time for him to even wake up within himself that for me to even do these big things, that I'm gonna have to change. So instead of sitting there waiting, you go pop off and do big stuff yourself. You know, you go do you do things that get you closer to your goals, because the new girl, I mean, if she's going to sit there and take it, she's going to be the one that sits there until he finally gets it right. And baby, you done already done, you know, maybe 6 months to a year, maybe even 2 years, you're finally where you need to be, and he's still stagnant, and he's still running this game and making other females fall in love with this false potential. So don't let it be you. So yes, 6 signs that that he doesn't bring nothing to the table is you can't be dependent on him at all, not even financially. He's emotionally unavailable, so he's playing mind games. 1 minute he loves you, next minute y'all fighting, next minute he draws back his love. You don't even know if you're if you should put a lot of effort. You feel like you're not pretty. He's not giving you that reassurance that you need. 3, constantly cheating, never changing, has this mindset, this player-made mindset that's, you know, you don't get far in that life constantly playing women. And a lot of men that constantly play women, some of them are misogynistic men. I make a video on it too. 4, like he's stagnant, he's not going anywhere, he's not changing. You're progressing, but he's not. If you're progressing and he's not, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Brings out the worst in you. Like I said, it's gonna bring out the worst in you. It's gonna have your family members and stuff tossing and turning at night, worried about you, because they know that you know, this person, and don't get me wrong, we have negative traits outside of our relationship that we should work on, but they know that this person plays a big role in the shit that you're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? And then the false potential that's been sold, honey, no. Like, it's time to just walk out. It's time to just, I don't know, if y'all have like living arrangements or whatever, live together, it's time to put him out, because he's gonna set you so far back in life to the point where you're gonna have a lot of pain, a lot of guilt, a lot of shame. It's also going to make it hard for you to forgive yourself, because you've set yourself back 10 years falling in love with false potential that you clearly haven't seen. You haven't seen him do none of the things that he said that he was going to do. And so, you know, you're gonna have like a lot of pain and regret, and it's gonna be really hard to forgive yourself, because deep down you know that you're better off without this person. So thank you guys for watching my video and giving me your time. Like I said, please subscribe to me. I'm signing off. I love you guys. You guys have a great night.